Hey everybody, welcome back to the NFO. I am Trent from So Blessed Pops. Uh, we're going to see how today goes. It's been a very interesting one over by us. Starting Thursday, we had lost power, or not lost power, but we had lost all phone and internet service. It just came back on late yesterday, and it seems possibly having trouble again. So we're going to see if everybody else can show up. Hopefully they can. So I'm here. Hopefully you guys can come on and we'll have some fun. I got one thing to show, or I got two things to show off, so nothing too much. So I'm just kind of waiting to see. Hey, we got Blaze and we got Johnny Knight. Hey, how are you guys doing? Hey, Essie Ma. Hey, Umpty. Yeah, so like I said, it'll be an interesting one. It might be short. It may just be me. I don't know. I know Pop House may have had some stuff going on. I know I was the one mainly having service issues, so we'll kind of go from there. Uh, hey, Michael Hall. Yeah, that's one of my pickups I got from I think one of those Michael's. A nice little arts place out by us. So yeah, it's pretty fun. I don't buy anything there unless I know it's on sale, which 90% of the time it is. Hey, what's up, Pop Tompkins? What is good? It's all good here. Yes, thank you, Mom. Make sure to hit that like. Like I said, I sent out the link to the other guys. It got really delayed. It took almost 20 minutes for that link to get sent. So I did just send it back out to them. But yeah, how have your guys' last week been? Anybody got anything cool they picked up? I've only gotten two things I picked up. So hey, one of them I'm got a feeling hopefully it's a big hit. I can finally complete something. But hey, what's up, Simon? How we doing? So, and just waiting to see what part of the gang all shows up. So I'm still in the middle of a move. Oh, Blaze, you always got some cool stuff coming in. So here we go. Let's see if I can get him in. Here he is, T. Roy. Maybe. Yep, there you go.
Whoa! I made it.
Woohoo!
I couldn't get logged into my stupid Instagram up on my computer.
So I sent that link out at like 6:20, and it showed on my phone that it didn't get sent out to like 6:57.
That explains. I don't know what the heck's going on with internet lately.
Yeah, so like Thursday, we literally lost all phone service. The towers were out and everything. So it was very interesting. They had canceled school on Friday, and Friday was homecoming, so we weren't sure if they were going to cancel all the homecoming game and all that. But we ended up getting service. What, about 4 or 5 o'clock on Saturday?
What kind of backwoods country are you living in?
Yeah.
Lose internet service that long?
Oh yeah. Let's see. All right, looks like Animal's working on his. So I was watching your second haul video of your comics, T. Roy. I really like that variant, and what was it? There was another one. I quite don't remember which one it was.
Man, that was messed up. I was trying to get the volume fixed. Every time I turned on my volume to hear you, the YouTube volume would kick on. Can you hear me?
Well, I'm trying to figure out why my volume's coming through my phone instead of my headset.
Anthony Blaze got a bunch of chases coming in. Pop House trying to get on. SE Mom, how you doing? Pop Tompkins is here. Umpty Scratch. Man, we got a nice little lineup in the chat. I don't understand why. There we go.
I don't know if maybe StreamYard had an update or what.
Aren't you supposed to be out with your wife doing stuff?
It was their anniversary yesterday, correct?
That's what he said. I'm pretty sure.
The T-Roy, I caved. Well, I didn't cave, but I did. I finally got in my last Ronin pop. Super excited for that.
I have literally thought about getting that pop like 30 times, I bet. I just haven't. If I ever see it cheap, I'll probably grab it. But
like, I haven't seen it in any of the stores yet. Out by me. I know Dan has. There you go.
Made it!
There it is.
Oh, so fun. Still haven't found what the little one wants to be. We had to find out in a hurry because they're going to Great Wolf Lodge this next weekend for my sister's birthday and my daughter's birthday. Well, they're already doing Halloween stuff up there, so they have to have costumes for trick-or-treating while they're there next weekend.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
I had, we just went and kind of just talked with my kids about it, and my daughter wants to be. Oh, she just wants. Apparently, half of the cheerleaders are going to go as football players, and half the football players are going as cheerleaders. So apparently, the big thing now is for all 11 and 12-year-olds to have these Pit Viper sunglasses that cost $100 and some odd. So she sent me a link. All I need is these sunglasses. I was like, yeah, I'm not spending $100 on a pair of sunglasses for a Halloween costume.
But Dad.
So we did the next best thing, and we went on Temu and got 8 pairs for like $15.
And they'll just have lead or some poisoning. Your kid got cancer in a year or two. But the money you saved.
Yeah, that's totally worth it. Well, I asked her, I was like, what, are you going to wear them on your face? Well, no, I need a hat to put them on. So she's not even going to be wearing them. They're just going to be sitting on her hat like how Dad wears them.
Craziness. I think my girls finally settled. One wanted to go with one of the Monster High girls. The other one couldn't decide. Then she finally said, well, I'm just going to go with what Lauren is going to go with, so I'll be a Monster High girl too.
There you go. Yeah, Ryan wants to be a Fortnite character. He doesn't know which one. And Bradley wants to be Captain America. So I'm on board with that.
Don't let him borrow.
Last time he was Captain America, we had like 3 or 4 of the smaller shields. I went and I hooked up LED ring lights in it. So that way, as he walked, it blew up behind him.
Cool. Mr. Blaze, how you doing? How you doing? I've been running around the last couple days. Just insane, crazy, decent, weird stuff going on, but just, yeah. Trying to keep up then with this way they're doing the strike, figuring out each week whether I'm working or not.
Yeah, they just went, what, 30-some shops in 20 states?
Oh, my gosh. Sorry.
Yep.
Watching the Cowboys lose.
What's different?
Yeah. Blaze, go Fins. That was a ridiculous shellacking on the Broncos.
Hey, you know what? This week don't count. I'm calling it right now. My team sucked, but the Cowboys lost to the Cardinals, who we beat. And this week just don't count. We're not counting it. It's just a wash week.
Hey,
I haven't even
hey,
seen
I
how
need to
they-
count it. My Packers came back from 17-0 to win.
I did see that when I went to check the game. I seen the Lions had already won, so when I went to the live service, it bumped over. If you chose the Lions, it was actually the Packers that were playing because they were over. So I had to watch the last little bit where they missed the field goal. Did the Packers win, or did so much the Saints just not? Did the Saints lose?
It
I
was
think
probably more
that
than
can be
the
debated every time on any loss or win.
Well, they
Yeah,
kicked
you
the
go
field
on.
goal. They just completely missed.
I just want to know how quickly now are we going to see online them people say that the Cowboys were a fluke team the first 2 weeks. They're not the elite juggernauts that people have been spouting.
Well,
Well,
the same thing with the Bears. They thought Justin Fields was going to be MVP coming into the season.
Let's see.
cool.
I R on him because he didn't have ducks on his mouth.
Dak threw an interception into the end zone and pretty much in that game. That's
No, I didn't.
Digest. Jack Skellington.
There you go.
We
So-
found those on
so-
Five Below. She's got Sally
did
over
you-
there too.
Did you see the post about there's an Oogie Boogie candy jar at Target?
We haven't seen him.
Yeah.
didn't know that.
So I saw a post on it, and the guy went and got a whole bunch of what was it, of the can of gummy worms, and filled it so it looked like his mouth overflowing with
Oh, that's
worms.
cool.
That would be a neat thing. The only one of those she's missing is we couldn't find Zero.
Is that the metal ones?
Yeah. It was crazy. Yeah, I haven't seen the Bears yet, how they did. There's been a lot of speculation about what's happening and about why it's going to be. And the Fields hasn't been doing good. They're saying that he still can't read an NFL defense.
I'll say
well, they
what,
were saying
half-
Sam Howell was the answer for Washington, and he threw 4 interceptions today. That's not the answer I want. I want
Every analyst, as soon as they think they got it, that's why, for me around here in Trent's the same way. We're used to the Lions looked decent, and then all of a sudden they became Super Bowl contenders, and the actual season started. They won a game against the Super Bowl champs, and then lost the next week. And I'm like, oh, great. Because I still remember when the Lions went 1-15, and they beat the Super Bowl defending Dallas Cowboys, and then lost every other game afterwards. That's just the typical Lions. Beat the teams you shouldn't, and then lose to the teams that you should beat. I think Dallas has just been learning from Detroit for too long. They just have Super Bowls, so that makes them better. Hi, SA. I'm hoping to have everything start shipping this week. Sorry I didn't get anything shipped this week. Run around like crazy. Just been a crazy, crazy week.
Oh, Anthony Blaze is on that Dolphins bandwagon.
No, he's a Dolphin.
Laces out, Dan. The laces out.
See, I think they really need to make another Ace Ventura pop, and I want him in holding the football in the tutu with the crazy hair.
That would be a good one. Or a movie moment of them coming out of the rhino's butt.
Yeah, that would be one they probably never would, but that would be hilarious.
Or the shower. See,
I guarantee you it would sell out.
Yeah, so you could pretty much just do the regular rhino like in like a 6-inch pop, and then just do a mini Ace Ventura Funko Pop head and just glue it right there and call it good.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
have him stand in the shower. Think
No,
was the man.
after he finds out that he's a guy, he's
Yeah.
A lot of gum eating the shower water.
And or you do it where he's what is it, in that battle ring, and he's got the 2 spears in his legs.
Chikaka.
Oh, I love them. I love those movies.
It is a great movie. What the hell?
Every once in a while, movies like that are made that it doesn't matter the time, whatever. They're timeless. You can watch those and still laugh to the day.
That I'm trying to figure out if this rumor is true or not. I kept seeing a rumor about Elf 2 coming out.
See,
I'm like,
it definitely has the money and everything, but I thought for sure Will Ferrell said he wasn't going to do it because he said, why mess with something that was perfect?
yeah, that's what I thought too. And I keep seeing a whole bunch of posts lately. I don't know if it's just because it's around the holiday season or what, but I'm like, I could have sworn that he said that no, and then like now there's people talking, oh, it's about how his and Jovi's kid is going to take over or something like that. But
You know, I never thought they were going to make a Beetlejuice 2.
Yeah.
And that's actually in production.
Well, it was until this writer's strike.
Right. Well, hey, thinking you guys aren't really big anime fans, but you know who Jamie Lee Curtis is, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's an anime fan. She wants to be in the next season of One Piece. She wants to play one of the doctors, the mother to one of the Straw Hat Pirates, Chopper.
That would be kind of cool. It would bring some credence to the.
I didn't realize her daughter is good friends with a girl who plays Nami. And she was the one that started talking to her. She said something about playing Boa. Jamie Lee Curtis wanted to play Boa. She knows the people from there. But then when she goes, well, I guess I'm a little too old to be playing a 20-year-old girl chasing after the Straw Hat Pirate. So that's why I said maybe I'll go with the older doctor. But they had a big thing about it with a writer's strike. She goes, well, after the writer's strike, maybe I should start putting in that I want to do this. This would be kind of fun. And then the creators that wrote it come back and said, you don't have to put a word in. You got it. We'll be doing everything we can to get you in here. Chevy Chase is doing a Christmas vacation tour coming. My area, too expensive, but yet to watch the movie on big screen and has a Q&A and tells stories about it and can buy photos. So, yeah, Chevy Chase, I never realized, I guess behind the scenes, he's kind of a jerk. A lot of people have talked about that's why he's been off things. That's why he's kind of been blackballed. You don't see him in as much stuff.
oh, the auto.
You know, it'd be nice if they had a Chevy Chase.
Yeah, he is supposedly a hole, but I thought it was weird on this one, and it shows you how differently some actors are. $7 a pop almost always uses JSA, but Chevy Chase, it's Beckett authenticated. So he wanted a higher dollar people to come in there and authenticate his stuff, apparently.
Well, I always thought it was JSA for Whatnot, and I got a signed pop from Whatnot, and it just comes with a Whatnot certificate.
A Whatnot certificate?
Yep.
That's worthless. If you ask me, I mean, they have no credence. Maybe 5 years from now, maybe they've done enough that it could be something, but come on, Whatnot, really? That's like
So you'd almost have to have a clip. So you'd almost have to have a clip of them physically signing it to go along with it, and then make sure that, I need you to write this quote, and then put like something else randomly on the box to show that this was mine.
I saw on Instagram somebody had Bo-Katan helmets signed by Katie Sackhoff, and they're like, no COA, but we witnessed it here in our shop. I'm like, well, that don't mean shit. Pardon my language. That don't mean crap.
Right.
If you don't have somebody who will actually put their reputation behind it, that they care about, your little shop don't mean nothing. That's a damaged item, in my opinion. Because unless you're going to pay the money to send it off, have it authenticated, and most of the places that you can trust to have authenticated, they are so picky that there's anything off, they're going to say, we can't 100% say it is, but we're not saying it isn't, but we're not authenticating it. Basically what they say. And it could be, we're not 100% sure it is, so we're not saying it is. So yeah, I've a Whatnot authentication. That's
if Kay wasn't up and running around, it's one of her surprise birthday presents. I know she don't watch the live, so it don't matter. I'd pull it out and show you. I was shocked when I got that, seen that.
Well, how much different is that than like eBay authentication?
I wouldn't
I'm
trust
assuming
that
because they do the same type of deals where they have you take whatever you have. So say I buy something from T Roy and I can have it sent to an eBay authenticator. They would go and authenticate it, and then they would ship it to me as long as it was good. And if it wasn't good, they would ship it back to T Roy and then send me my money back. But like that, because they're just verifying whether stuff is real or not
right.
based on their training. But if I'm just going to get an autograph that's
Well, I think it's easier to tell if something is a fake item over whether somebody's autograph's fake.
Yeah,
Especially since there's people who literally make a living faking paintings, autographs, all this other stuff. Like,
right.
you have to know what you're talking about.
The one I would accept if I was buying some from somebody. Am I going to give them a GSA price for it? No. But the fact that you could sit there and watch them sign it, they're on there doing the whatnot, they're doing the different things, and as you bid on it, they sign your item. So you're right. You'd have, if you want to go back to the clip, and I guess there's a way you can do that. I just don't know how. And then it comes with a card, what date and what signing it was from, and what number it was. So that way, if you ever want to go back to the clip to watch it, you could.
see where it's at.
Yeah.
See,
Well, then again, I mean, you're doing it from a point of you're buying it to keep it in your collection. I mean, obviously, if you were trying to buy it, hey, yep, I got a great deal on it, and I'm trying to flip it. I feel like that's where you're going to have your hard spot of, hey, you can't. All right, whatnot. Yeah, you got a piece of paper from whatnot, but that's hearsay. That's not an official authenticator.
Right. Without the video, you're right. And even with the video, like T-Roy said, some authenticators can watch him do it and know that it's right and just decide, you know what? It's not worth putting my reputation on, even though I have enough evidence that shows it should be. Some of that stuff is really hard to get, even though you have all that. I've had comics that I've watched the people sign, and when authentication first started coming out, and I was at the show and I had the paperwork and everything, they're like, well, this doesn't look legit. I'm like, but I was there. I have the paper. He was at this con. He stood right in front of me. One of them was a McFarlane comic. It used to be, when I had my comics, McFarlane was at the Novi Expo Center. And it's funny because they certified one that he signed, but one of the other ones he signed, I'm like, he signed all of these. How come you're going to certify that one and not this one? Well, it's a difference of how his stroke was on this. This doesn't look like him.
Yeah, his arm's getting tired.
So I'm saying you signed that many copies all day. McFarlane, I can't remember if it was 10 or 20, but there was a limit at the time of you could only have them sign so many. And each artist was different. When you got in line, you were told how much it was back in the day, how many they would sign. Well, back then you didn't pay for signatures. They were just free. You paid to get to the con. And once you got the con, you just got in line to get the signatures. God, am I old. It's funny to think I was about my daughter's age when I got all those.
So now we're doing all our cons virtually. Just buying the product.
Yeah, I don't know. I can tell you right now, Beckett was at when I got my Crow Pop signed. I went over there. They were at the place, and I got it signed by James Obar. I walked over to the thing, and the guy's like, "Oh, I can't authenticate it. I have to visually watch it." So I was like, "Well, come with me." I went back to James Obar's thing and said, "I was just right here. This is the guy." And he's like, "Well, the only way I can still authenticate it, even though James Obar is standing right there saying, yes, I just did that." He's like, he'd have to re-sign right over it or something, and then I could authenticate it. But I cannot just take his word for it. I'm like, you can't take the word of the person whose autograph it is. Like, there's nothing more. Like, I don't care, even if it wasn't. If I walked up with a Robert Downey Jr. thing and it said Robert Downey Jr., I went up and Robert Downey Jr. walked with me and said, I signed that. Even if he didn't, he just said he did. So literally, that's as close you can get to pure 100%. No ifs, ands, or buts. And this guy was like, nope, can't do it. So, and James Obar was like, I'll re-sign it if you want me to. I was like, no, I'm not going to give them my money, is what I said. I said, I'm not going to give these people my money. They want to be difficult about it. I'm not going to do it. So it was just, it was the most.
The paint is still wet.
Yeah. And he changes the boxes when he signs the crow. He changes the eyes. He draws over them and makes them the way they're supposed to look. And it's like something only he does. I'm like, it was just, I was flabbergasted. Like, he's literally telling you he signed it. Like, literally, this is the, like, you saying he signed it is not as good as him telling you he signed it. Like, that's better than what you're doing.
Well, see, and that's why I like. I know there's some people that will sell their own COA for
Bret
like an extra
Hart does that. I think my Bret Hart actually has his own. If I still have it, I'm not sure if I even still have it anymore.
Yeah, 'cause, like I know a couple of them will say you'll buy it, and it's like what, maybe $5 or $10. You get like a little postcard, and they'll sit there and they'll sign on that too, and they'll mark exactly what they signed and what the date was.
My
They'll say, "Yep,
Negan,
I signed this. Pop wrote this, and here's my signature again on this date."
my
And like,
Negan that was
honestly,
signed.
for-
Yeah.
Negan?
Go ahead. My
You're
Negan
good.
that was signed literally has a picture of him signing that pop, including the COA. So it's like literally, it's like indisputable. Like, I don't know. I was so aggravated about that situation. But anyways,
Yeah, some
anybody
of
get anything good lately? No.
No, I got my Ronin pop, and I picked up another one of these because it was still at Meyer. No one touched it.
go to that if you want to do Pokemon. I was shocked, and I already popped them open. But I bought the Scarlet and Violet. They have them at that All Star Comics cards you took me to. $30 for an Elite Trader box.
Is it the 151 or the normal one?
No, just the red Scarlet and Velvet Elite Trader box.
Okay.
The 151, I think those were like $50 for an Elite Trader box. They had it for $30. Well, it's funny because I'm like, are these anything good in these? Well, I went through them, then I pull a card that's $45 out of there. One of the trainers in there. So the one card paid for the entire box. But that All-Star there in Lansing, you had me go to. I went there because we were doing the Halloween stuff. My wife wanted to stop there. Michael's right beside it, and B2's right there. So I went in there and kind of shocked. They were just running a deal. He said, well, he just got a bunch of them, trying to get rid of some of them. Too many.
Well, see, and there's a guy that's been local. He was coming to the farmers market out by us. And I just saw him post on Facebook and whatnot, but he was doing some cool stuff. I saw him a couple weeks ago. I just ended up buying like a couple of packs off of them, and then you buy like a little. He gives you a goodie bag. So your goodie bag gives you what was it? Well, this was the goodie bag I got. With your VMAX cards. So nothing too high dollar. And then you get your little I think these are all Chinese cards. But it's a cool little guy. He's tempting to get into Whatnot. I don't remember how much I bought. 5 packs. I don't think anything good came out of them though.
You know, that's what's scary is I remember back in the day when getting on Whatnot was something big, and now it seems to be not getting on Whatnot seems to be the bigger thing. Just about anybody can get on Whatnot now.
Well, now they got, what is it? Is it Drip or Drop or whatever it is the new one? I've been seeing a couple of people bounce around back and forth between both of those.
You know, I'm just after the fact of finding out that they had that scammer they put out for 7 days, then found out that he was friends with one of the owners of Whatnot, and then finally they kicked him off again and going, man, I don't know that's just kind of shady.
Wow. I think I started going on Drip because it was easier to buy NFTs that way.
Never been on Drip, so I don't know.
It's pretty much just like whatnot, but they have more ways, I think, to get more people or to pump up your live stream.
And then just like I don't get why if they buy cards from like where we buy the Dragon Balls, why can they sell one brand and not another? How are they picking and choosing what cards they can sell and can't? You can sell one by a manufacturer but not the other.
Yeah. It's just that the little thumbs up.
You're in the chat. You have to close out the live chat, and then you go through and it pulls down the thing. You like it, and then you go back into the live chat. If you're on a phone. Tech tips with the NFO. Water. Now that's high quality H2O.
Oh, so speaking of that, we were at a game on Saturday, which was my way of communicating to you guys. What was it? We were talking to the homecoming weekend, and I think at my old school they're doing Adam Handler Day next week. I just laughed. I'm like, I would want to come in as Bobby Boucher with a big old water container on my back, with a little squirt cup, and just walk around all day.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks.
Gatorade.
Gatorade.
It's hilarious.
Mama said.
Mama said alligators so ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Something wrong with his
sorry, your mom.
humbling God.
Oh.
I promise I'll wake up.
Trying to see if there's anything going on in the world of Funko with talking
My
about.
last
You froze on my screen.
Of their
Yeah, you're frozen and stuttering.
Oh.
You have to pay for that upgrade. Get that little bit faster speed.
Can't even get the normal speed.
We got like PS5. Oh, there you went. we're like PS5 versions, and he's playing over there on the Nintendo.
Well, I don't know what was going on. There's something in that whole area to the point you even drive through there. Your cell phones are dead. I got my hair cut on Monday, and I thought that she was kidding me when I come through there. Literally, as I was coming home from work, I'm talking to my sister, and it just died. I'm thinking she's got Sprint, which is horrible up here. No big deal. And then all of a sudden, I start realizing as soon as I get on the other side of where he's in Portland, boom, my service pops right back to full.
You know, this is not a joke. Where I used to live, probably about 3 blocks down the street, there the little bitty, like kind of a high crime, little like cheap month-to-month type place where people lived. You drive by there and you'd lose all service all the time. And it was really kind of broken bad in that whole area for a long time. It turned out the guy had a freaking Wi-Fi or like a cell phone killer type thing. He was like doing like major drug dealing out of that little apartment complex. They ended up having a raid, came through there, arrested a whole bunch of people, tore it down, and then all of a sudden you can get 5 bars right there all the time ever since.
Wow. So, Trent, what are you running illegal through there? Trying to block out the cell service?
No, I'm just trying to get cell service. No,
Yeah,
ever since Thursday, it's been.
She's from Portland, and she's like, I couldn't do anything until we got back into. She got up just about to the expressway to get into Iowa. She's like, just dead.
Yeah, right till about you got to that new VU, and then you pretty much had to do almost to the speedway on M100 in Grand Ledge. But yeah.
Yeah, mine was my son was playing and stuff, and then when he tried to put it on, his speakers were messed up, so then he had to restart all the computer, tried all the things to get him to come on. But when he does that, he shuts something off with his virtual reality, so he ends up having to reset everything to get the speaker to come back on. It's crazy.
The only thing,
Funko World, the only thing I know of for they're gonna do another one, the mystery box. The Minata, that is Naruto's dad. The only way you're gonna be able to get that exclusive is to have to buy a Funko mystery box.
I think there's two of them. There's two anime Funko exclusives that are a 5-box. I think it's what one pot, the one exclusive, and then 5 anime for $50. I think the one's the Boruto, and then one's the is it My Hero?
No, the one is actually Naruto's dad. It's from the Naruto series.
Is it from that one? Okay, yeah. Because there's that one, and then I think it's My Hero is the other one I saw.
Did I just freeze up, guys? Because I can't see anything moving, but I can still hear you, Trent.
No, you're good.
You're good. I can see it.
Okay, well, I just got a thing that says error. I don't know what's going on here.
I'll probably the same thing I just said.
I'm looking over at Funko's website, see if there's anything worth talking about.
Say they dropped their yeah, you just lost it. They have the what was it, the 6-pack X-Men 97 coolers that they started putting on sale. Yeah.
Oh, I see that now, yeah.
And they're a part of that big sale. And then I think today they got leaked that the next one's going to be Power Ranger, which would be interesting to see how they do that, because on the cooler it's the original 5, so it'll be interesting to see what the 6 soda is going to be. Animal's computer shut down on him.
I kind of want this puzzle.
They got puzzles? Yeah, but I'm interested.
If you bring it up, you can see what I'm talking about.
Maybe.
Ah.
Maybe not.
I am an angel,
SMO. There you go. Oh, that's a cool one.
It's a cool looking poster. I mean, puzzle. That would make a good poster. Got everybody. They even got Professor X. You can't see him. He's outside parking in the handicap spot.
The only thing I would want from that cooler would be the common and chase of Gambit. If I was going to get anything from that.
The common and chase of Gambit. Let me see what. Oh, his cards light up with his eyes light up. The Magneto is horrible. How are you going to do X-Men and put a villain in there? And leave some X-Men out?
I mean, it would make more sense instead of Magneto, maybe like Mystique. But
what'd be cool is having a Magneto as your main and his chase being Mystique.
There you go.
So they're like, oh, he's pretending. And then they put him in the worst outfit he ever wore in that chase. That's horrible.
But again, it would be cool to see Mystique if you had her common, just her as her original self, and then you did her Chase as her halfway transforming or something like that.
Well, that's still up, not surprised. Well, they
It's
got
fluffy. See, I thought about buying or starting to get all of the what was it?
Hi, can anybody hear me? I can't hear nobody.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I don't know why I have no volume in the show.
But
I
yeah,
saw
no,
those all
There we
over. My Target has both of these, like tons of them.
yeah, my targets, I've seen all of them.
And her hair is bigger than Spider Gwen.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, that's ridiculous how big they made their hair.
And then did you see the new comic cover release of the Amazing Spider-Man they're doing? With him in his black suit. Yeah.
I'm just wondering why they called the man thing Ted.
Because in the show they call him Ted.
I know, but that's still, we all know who that's the man thing.
I haven't seen that one yet. I've seen the other three.
Well, he's a 6-inch, so he's I think it looks like he might be anyways.
No, he is a 6-inch, but I'm like, I would have thought that you would be able to see him in the other three already hitting Target. I would have thought Target would have already had him. But no, what is it? The Avengers Civil War moment. I almost thought about getting that set, but I'm just gonna wait for the whole thing to come out and get it on super clearance. That they still have to show off the last two.
I might break down and get this just because I want the shirt.
I bought that last year for Christmas for a coworker of mine.
But of course, they don't have my size. I'm not a medium, sorry. Where's the man sizes at? Trying to see if there's anything cool looking at. We haven't, here's what we can look at. Let's look what's back in stock. Nothing. Oh, hurry up and get your Pop Cinderella. Low stock. Need to order extras. Like, some of these were ever out of stock? I don't believe that.
Yeah. Well, I was going through my list of stuff that I got that I'm going to be bringing to our swap here in a couple weeks. And I got some dumbfounded on some prices. I was like, come on.
See, this one surprises me. Life After Death Eddie back in stock?
Well, wasn't everybody after the 5-pack?
Yeah. Why is there a single Dorothy? Like, why did this pop back up? I truly don't understand where they get some of their, like, where's this back in stock stuff come from? Are they made more? Did they find it somewhere?
Oh, you bought a sealed case, Blaze? Oh, see, I have a common, but I don't have the chase, and I never seen them. Other than the one that I bought from, I think it was Sassy. But can't wait for you to post that because I want to see that. I've never seen that soda other than when Sassy showed it, and then I bought it off of her. Yeah, the Blockbusters. So, this is what I'm seeing with the Blockbusters. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen it at all, Anthony. So, these Blockbusters, be careful because now people are doing them just like sodas. And you don't have to open the whole thing anymore. You just have to cut a slit right here. That's all you got to do. And then you can pry it open and find out what it is. When I got this, it was like this, already cut open. So I was like, all right, well, let me see what it was. All of the Jurassic Park ones that were there were slit open. And then there's only one of the Christmas story or the Christmas one was open. So I got it because I saw what it was in advance. Which I don't know if somebody just didn't want it or didn't know what it was, but I'll take it for $12. I think these are what 1 in 18 or so, but got the chase. I'm happy.
What's the common look like?
The common is him with his hands down.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you saw that last time, right?
Yeah, I have it somewhere. But yeah, so he's got, and it's still that, and then the only thing different is you get, that's his pog, is you get a Blockbuster Rewind chase card. So, but I was shocked to see that they were already open just like sodas. I was like, I might as well take a peek, and it was literally just cut right here, and you can see where they pushed it in. So I was like, oh, well, I'll take a look, seeing it's just a common, and didn't take much. I saw that sword, and I was like, yep, there we go. We'll snag that. I'll snag a $12 chase. Since I've been seeing everybody finding, there's an anime chase that's been hitting GameStop like crazy. It looks like. Yeah, I'll take it. As long as they don't come out with any other ones, I'm good. I don't gotta buy another one.
So, what's your opinion about that 1 of 1 Funko card, the Spider-Man drawing for almost $10K?
That's something. But I mean, I would think if it was going for $10K, I would hope that the sketch would be a little bit nicer than that, and I don't really see why is it going for $10K. I understand it's a 1 of 1.
That's it. But I mean, some of those, like the little what they call it, the press cards that they use to make the cards, those are 1 of 1, and those don't go nowhere near that. I mean,
and I would rather have that. I mean, granted, I know there's different ones of that, but and like I'm shocked on how some of these pricings is working. That's a $10,000 card, and then some of the other autograph cards are going for like 150, 200. But yet you look at it in like the redemption, that's going down to like $50 right now.
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm seeing the redemption from $50 to $75 right now. So that's why I'm like, well, I know I got, when we do this swap, it's like, yep, I got my price limit of what I'm looking to sell. That way I can get my 2 big things. I'm going to try and get that redemption card, and then I'm going to try and get that Freddy as Cat. That's my 2 big goals out of this swap.
Must just be computer error. It decided to completely shut down and reset itself, and had to get the kid back to get all the stuff back through. Sorry. I seen the stuff. I think the Wolverine is about the only one I kind of like out of the X-Men. That's why I didn't get the full soda thing. I saw it. I just couldn't bring myself to do it just for 1 pop.
And that'll be one where people are going to buy multiples of, and once they have multiples of that one soda, it's going to go up for sale. And I think most of those soda ones lately, I mean, they're selling for about $15 a piece. Some of the nicer ones are up closer to 20, but I waited to get my whole TMNT line, and besides the chases, I mean, I don't think I paid more than 20 per soda.
I just have really been getting out of sodas. I think they're, for what they are, I don't like them that well. I never liked as much the looks of them. Some of them look cool, but other ones I just wasn't a fan of.
Nobody buys them. I can tell you right now. When I cut my soda that set down to what I just kept, I pretty much gave those away for next to nothing because nobody wanted them. I posted them on Facebook, posted them on Mercari. Nobody wanted them. They don't sell. They're not aftermarket type thing. I literally put on some common common pops for almost what you buy in the store, and I sold those faster than I did Chase sodas that were supposed to be worth $60 for $20. Couldn't sell them.
I literally, when Trent's been there to the different swaps, you can't sell chases or sodas there most of the time. $5-10 you might get for any of them. You have to put them out in the generic because the only time people buy them. I don't know how sodas are still been so popular and just nobody buys them.
Anthony Blaze is buying all of them. He's going to have the full complete set.
There you go.
Well, I mean, there are people who I get the enjoyment of opening it up to see if you get that chase. I understand that part of it, but then the thrill's gone. But like I said, Anthony, dude, where you been? When I started getting out of Funko, I talked about it on here. If you watch my channel, you would have seen it on my channel. I talked about I was getting rid of a lot of them. That all you had to do is hit me up.
Girls, hey, lady, I'm in a live down here.
But yeah, I think the one thing is the resell on those is kind of hard. I think it's more of that thrill. Like, because besides the ones that I absolutely wanted to go with my line, is I bought Shirley off of more or less either for here to open up or for on whatnot because you're bored and you're like, hey, let me take a $15 gamble.
Right.
And now the gamble went from it's just like the cards. I mean, but the only problem is you get people that would do it. They get mad as, oh, I can't believe this sold for under 15 or $20. It's like, well, I really don't want to pay $20 for a common soda.
Lorna,
but I doubt I'm going to pull the chase.
Yeah, it's all about there. Just like some people and keep taking, they have to want to pull that card or pull that chase, so they keep buying them. They spend all the money, but by the time you look at it, what you can buy a chase for, or you buy that card for, you're silly to keep chasing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to have it, but I feel the cheapness of. I also don't want to spend $500-600 on cards, or even on a soda, and not get it.
But we've done it.
Look at your Venom. Look at my Hollywood Rockets. Look at how many we just kept buying and buying and buying.
And I was buying it not. I mean, and I ended up getting it for free. I got the chase for free. I didn't have to pay for it.
Same.
But it's still that thing of it was that fun, that hunt, that chase, that especially at the time there really wasn't anything else to go after, which is nice. If you sit there and you see all the collections that are out and you have fun and
well, thinking of chases and doing something. I gotta ask you guys, and I don't know how this is. I don't want to go full T-Roy on this, but I got to get on a rant. I was very upset today. I went into box lunch. I've always asked and always been considerate, and they always tell me as long as you don't get any people in there, you can film anytime you want. So then I wait and I film up the Funko Pop and what's going on. And I get done. The lady walks up to me. Well, there's been a corporate policy change. You can't film in here anymore. We don't want any of that of you filming what's going on with the Funko Pops. I'm like, okay, I've always used it for my YouTube. I'm always concerned, but no problem. I'll follow. Well, I can print it off for you. You need our corporate policy. No, I never said that. I just said I asked. If it's a change, no big deal. Then I turn around and stand right by the register. Here's this lady filming all the bags. I don't say anything to her. Another guy walks filming right through. They don't say anything to him. What did I do to where they felt the need to tell me when I've always went up and asked, and I waited for everybody to walk by? There was nobody there but me when I'm filming, and they're just filming away. I'm like,
Yeah, and I just saw someone post their Halloween video. Oh, hey, I'm over at Box Lunch. Here's all their Halloween Disney stuff.
yes, but why all of a sudden it was? What did I do to change that? When I've always been respectful and ask and always do everything I can to make sure not to get the employees in. The employees come through, I shut off. If somebody's there, no, you're fine, and I step out of the way, and I just was shocked by that. It would have been different if I wouldn't have saw two other people filming and them say nothing to them.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, what the heck? Was it fluffy? I mean, Reef, I don't know. I've always been respectful. Before I ever film in a store, I ask them. And I go up and I ask if it's all right. Most of the people, like I said, it was a newer lady that I've never seen there before. Most of the regular ladies that are in there know me by name and talk to me and tell me whatever they have. They're like, hey, well, don't forget to film back here. We got the new stuff behind the counter. This lady just come up and I was like, it kind of ticked me off to see the other two people filming in there. Nothing said to them, but just me. Like, I've always been respectful and nice and never argued with them over. It's like, well, what the hell? I was shocked by it. Now, there's certain GameStops that have always told me GameStop policy is you're never supposed to be able to film in any GameStop. But yet it's funny because the GameStops I go to, I talk with the guys, the managers bounce around. They even let me know which GameStops they're at, and they're always decent. Film, we don't care. Corporate cares, we don't. So, I don't know, maybe she was just letter to the law, but again, why me and why not the other two? I don't think I look like a bad person. I don't feel like I'm a case in the joint or anything. I filmed the Funko section and that's it. I filmed, hey, here's the store we're walking into. Then I shut it off, walk back to the Funko section, film that, and that's about it. Well, I kind of do sound like someone doing a review, Reef, because I'm always saying, hey, check it out. Come see what they got. They've got so many cool things here. Come see what they got. Always remember, check your local Box Lunch. It's always promoting them.
Yeah.
I never try to say anything bad about them when I'm in there. I don't know. That one had me sitting there. Kind of irritated me today with that.
I haven't made it as far as I just went to Walmart and RA this weekend. So,
well, RA, you didn't stop, so you need me to open these sodas for you, see if I get no chase out of a no chase.
Yeah, I had to pick up my Ronin, and then the boys got a little surprise there, so they were happy. We're just stopping through because I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll be there Wednesday." No, I ended up working late Wednesday. I'll be there Thursday. Work late Thursday, and then Friday we had the homecoming and all that, and we had no power, or not power, but no cell service. So I was like, "All right, I gotta go Saturday, no matter what."
Cool.
And then I got my case of Boo coming. That got shipped. I'm excited for that. But I'm a little worried about the Funko's quality control. Because I've seen one person that's got, they have Boo, and then the Spirit Boo are bright as all get up. And I've heard other people going, yeah, my chase, the ghost doesn't light up at all.
Just like when they come out with that Evil Lynn, good thing I got 3 of them for 3 different shirts. One for each girl, one for me, because it was the third one I had before I had one that actually glowed. Of those Evil Lyns, 2 out of 3 did not glow.
Yeah, now we got that, Majin Vegeta T-bundle too coming out.
Yep, I seen that.
That looks like it's got a nice little glow to
Hey,
it.
there's total difference. I went in with my Vegeta shirt on, went to a Big John steak and onion. Guy looks at me and goes, really? Are you a Dragon Ball fan? Or are you wearing that? I said, hey, Vegeta, the only true Saiyan dad. He goes, give this guy free fries on me. Like,
Because he felt sorry
Vegeta.
for you. He's like, oh, this poor old man watches Vegeta. Oh my God. Give him fries. I feel sorry for him. Give his kids something free too. I really feel sorry for
Nope,
them.
just me and my wife. Didn't have the kids with us.
See.
Can't believe the nerd actually found a woman. Give him some fries. He's lucky. Let him feel good.
Yeah.
I wear Funko shirts all the time, and all I ever get is like, oh, I love that shirt. I hear that all the time.
I get a lot from Fluffy. I love him. He's so funny. My Jay and Silent Bob shirt. Vegeta, like literally, we're coming down from the elevator, and the lady's like, "Oh my God, honey, look, we just watched them today." He's like, then free French fries. My wife's like, "Oh, I guess I gotta like him. He got me food."
Yeah.
Oh, what a crazy day the last few days have been. It's just insane. Then we never know what's happening. Like each day's day for day. They tell us not to work any overtime. I'm like, well, that's kind of hard with my job because my job is basically almost straight overtime most of the time. Because I work and then the boys been told they'll pay me for my break. Well, I take my breaks during the normal time. Well, they're all running. But then this thing because the way it's set up, production takes precedence. So I can't get cars out of my area until break time. Because the production automatically has to roll things off. Or they have to send 2 or 3 cars into me. So there's a gap so I can send a car out of my repair hole. So I get paid for most of my breaks, lunches, and everything because I'll set up my desk and eat and press a button to release them. So I'm not really working. I'm sitting there eating, getting paid for it. But now with everything going on, they tell us not to do any of that extra. So then I can't move cars out till we're blocked out. They're not telling you don't have to work overtime and telling you that you can't because that's legal, but they're saying you shouldn't do it. I'm like, I get paid for doing nothing. Really?
You're saying that on YouTube. Somebody one day someone watching like, what? He gets paid for doing nothing? Oh, we are cutting his hours, his pay.
Nope, it's the way they got it set up. I got it set there. It's the George Jetson. I have all the cars repaired during normal time. I just hit the button for them to release. And I just set up my desk and hit the button right from there. And as long as I do that, technically I'm working. But really, I eat my snack. Oh, got to hit it again as it goes.
It's no different than a couple of shops that I know the shop that my dad works at. There's literally one of somebody's job is you have a rolling cart that has nothing but nuts on it, and you just walk to the different stations. You go, you need anything? No, okay. 10 hours a day, you have to hit so many stations in an hour.
Yeah, my boss said at point blank, as long as they prefer that I'm doing nothing, setting in my repair bay, than seeing me work. Because when I'm working, it means that the stuff's coming off bad and I'm having to fix a lot of stuff. And there's days where I'm just swamped with cars and blocking out the line because there's so much coming off the line, it can't keep up. But then what they prefer is
before you run out.
Yeah, because when I'm twiddling my thumbs doing nothing, it means that it's going straight out the door and production's running good. So that it's crazy to think that I get paid the money I do to sit there and basically they want me doing nothing. I like it. I won't complain. T-Roy, you look as tired as I feel.
I am. I had been working. My son's got to build a catapult for one of his classes, and I helped him with it all day out in the heat. I'm just not used to that, man. I was out there for like 3 hours today. I just feel like ugh. I want to go back to sleep.
What is he launching?
They got a lot. They have to launch a ball, and they have to be able to hit a target at like certain distances. So they have to be able to like make sure that it hits this distance. And there's like a wall. They have to go on one of them. There's a wall. They have to make it over the wall and to the target, and so it's like a bunch of. Obviously, it's a little bit more higher.
Rosie, look right here. Look right here, Hound Dog. They let you in here. You want stuff. Hound dog's in here saying hi.
Because you are such
Sorry.
a good doggy.
She's like such a tortured dog. Look at her. She's like twice the size of most other black labs.
She's a chocolate lab, though.
Chocolate lab, sorry. 'Cause they feed
Wow,
her.
you got corrected just like that. She couldn't wait for you not to be on thing. Be like, hey, our dog's a chocolate lab. But she's like, oh, calling you out. It's a chocolate lab. Gosh.
Do you realize how
Mom,
much
really?
they enjoy telling me I screw up? It is the epitome of their day. Anytime they be like, you screwed up,
He
old
doesn't
man.
the same as everybody else, though.
It brings them joy. Mama J, how you doing?
Hi. Let's go, Rosie. Come on.
I think she wants to go outside. You might have to get her collar on her. Go, Rose. She'll put you out.
Come on. Let's go. Come on, doggy. Come on. I'll shut the door.
Craziness. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who knows? It's insane with everything. But yeah, that's the biggest thing with Funko is we're kind of getting off topic there with what was new was what they're doing with the anime mystery box. And then they just were supposed to slow down production, the amount of stuff they're kicking out. I mean, I don't know. Every time I go to any of these spots, there's a ton of more pops. There was like 2 sections of Five Below this time, but no exclusives this time. Ever since people started pointing that out, and like me showing the Five Below exclusive, the Hot Topic exclusives there, the Walmarts with their stickers and Five Below, the Funko shop. To me, that's where I think people should be getting upset. Funko wants to do this. You're supposed to be selling exclusive, but why are the exclusive stickers going to Five Below?
Our Five Below has
Hey,
a bunch
Chris,
of
okay.
anime that's got a the overseas sticker on it right now. I was just in there today and I was like, what the heck?
But that's
Why is
fine
all
if I had the overseas sticker. But literally in the one video I had, they had Hot Topic, like the Blacklight, the Captain Hook, with Hot Topic sticker on it right there. They had the Target exclusive ones right there with Target exclusive stickers on them. I was just amazed at how many exclusives they had that actually had the whatever they were exclusive. Just like Funko selling all of them, like they got the Brad Toys exclusive off the Funko shop. I don't buy the Entertainment Earth. I'll get those from Andrew or I get them from the Funko shop. I won't buy them from FYE who wants $20, $25 for them.
I mean, I got the Ronin for 15.
Right.
That's, I mean, you go to Hot Topic, that's what it is. Get an exclusive top, it's that $2 to $3 markup. But not nowadays. It's a $5, $6 markup.
Yeah.
Especially in FYE.
I can't tell you why I still have my membership there because you don't get much from there. I used to buy from there all the time, so having the membership made sense. Now it don't. I think what else? I mean, I probably buy more from Five Below than I do FYE.
Yeah, you can get 4 pops for the price of 1 unless you're buying. I mean, the only good thing about FYE is they get so much of their exclusives that give it 2 months and then you can get it for $5.
Or 10, I mean, but still, that ain't bad. Like the little green, the Bulma with Bunny, they got so many of those. I haven't bought the Bulma Bunny because I have 2 other Bulmas.
Yeah.
I need to buy a little green, though. I don't have a little green. Oh, Dende, sorry, Dende, yeah. I watched too much of the Team 4
Yeah,
Star.
I still have to watch the new one. I've been watching all the bits, but that's about it. They dropped another Fusion one today.
Okay. They're so hilarious. I don't know why I find it so funny. What's the opposite of Christopher Walken's? I mean, sorry, I said it wrong. What's the opposite of Christopher Reeves? Christopher Walken's. It's
You're
fun
going to hell
to say
for
it
that.
right.
That's one of those straight to hell jokes. Like just
Yes.
no Costco.
Yes.
They're like, you look like you're gonna get to heaven. I'm like, exemplary life, great guy, great father, great husband. Ah, damn it, you made a freaking Christopher Reeve joke. Sorry.
And then you go, what, too soon? Yep.
I've always said I'm going to go to hell. I know I am. And the monster's going to jump out and be like, ah! I'm going to be like, Mom! I'm going to go up and give it a hug. I even told my mom this joke. Mom, you're here. They're like, oh, it's her son. He's a tour guide. Bring him on over here. No, get him off them. He's a tour guide.
Yeah.
You know, Funko brother, those sodas, they get lucky. I don't get it because some of those Funko sodas, like you got those with the commons, and I've seen other people get 2 chases out of only ordering 2 pops, 2 of the sodas. It's been a while, but I don't know what to think about Funko Shop without doing the chase roulette through them for any pop. I've thought about that. I just don't know if it'd be worth it.
And that's one thing, especially with the sodas, I don't like is that, oh, yep, this is our soda. This is what was it, San Diego Comic Con. Oh, no, we sold out. Okay, oh, no, we dropped them again. Oh, sold them out. Oh, they're still back on there. And I had my order of the Freddy and the swimsuit or whatever. I was like, yep, I'll try and pick up 2 of those. Order got canceled. If I'm not mistaken, it's still on their website available to get. And I was like, yeah, no, like, why was my order canceled, but yet you still have plenty of stock? I'm not going to come back and buy
How are
it
they
again.
restocking pops from cons? Right now, starting to come out. They had the Trafalgar Law and the submarine. He's coming
Oh, yeah,
out
they
with a
have
different
all of
flavor.
those.
Those are 2022, and now they're coming out with some with 2023s with the same con sticker. How the heck? I thought a con pop was like an exclusive. It couldn't restock.
No, until it's been retired, they can restock it as much as they want.
Even
Any
cons?
sort of stickers they want.
As if it's not been retired, unless it has a
There's
limited
no
number.
count on it. Yeah.
Yeah, unless it has a limited number. I mean, they've never said otherwise, and that's, I think people assume things, but
Well,
typically,
look at all
yeah.
those Charmanders. Look at all those Charmanders that are out there. There's so many of them.
With stickers and without.
Yeah. But yet the Charizard that got picked up by pirates there's only so many of them floating around.
That would be how you'd mess with them. Take and drop that just the way it was. All them pirates, the people have been paying for that stupid price, and just release them just like that, identical the same, and flood the market. That's how you stop those idiots. Instead of just not doing it, letting them do it and run around, overload the market with them. Just think about it like a comic book. If you all of a sudden, and the print run, someone stole it, and all they do is just do another print run, mass produce it, and throw it out there, then all of a sudden there's twice as many of those out there. There's no value to it. There's no value for those guys who just stole it. But by not putting it out, you actually just continue to give them value to what they're putting out there. Because it's yours. It's got all your stuff on it. It was legitimate. It's an actual pop. I mean, it's just like the people that got the Tom Cruise Funko Pop. Tom Cruise wanted all those destroyed. He doesn't like toys with his likeness. But yet they're all out there.
Yep.
You know, the way to drop the value is just overproduce it.
Yeah, but Funko's reasoning is, oh, we screwed up. You send us that pop back, and we'll send you a replacement for it.
Yeah. You see
I
those?
still can't believe anybody would do that. Like when they did that for the cap, I'm like, I don't understand. Why would you want to send that back in? It still has a lesser piece count sticker than the one than what they're going to send you back.
And it doesn't even, you look at what they were giving those guys in return. Wow. No way I would have gave that pop up. That was crazy. Funko Brothers says there's a comic book video dropping soon.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't even been out to I'll probably be another couple more weeks so I can go out on a nice hunt. But my biggest thing is with this con dropping, I'm like, all right, what out there am I going to have to try and get? Which it's nice that we have this big of a window gap to put stuff aside for it, and there's really nothing I absolutely need or want except for that Captain America tin, and then the what was it, the Beta Ray.
The
Those are the
Demon
only
Slayer
two.
bag for my daughter, I think, is about it. Even the bleach, as much as I like bleach, it's just another Ichigo pop that's not that very much different from what I already have. It's like, do I really need another one?
Like, so I saw a comparison of it, and somebody was pretty much like, all right, take his last or his first two pops, and it's like this one fits in the middle of his pose. Because like one's got his sword to the side, then this new one he's got his sword halfway up, and then the other one he's got his sword all the way up or something like that. It's like there's nothing really new to it.
Right. Exactly. That's kind of the whole thing. Piles. Nothing really new to it. I haven't bought a lot for myself in so long. Just I haven't seen anything I really want.
Yeah, the only soda I saw that I may go after is maybe the Lord Zed, since they're coming out with the TMNT six or the Power Ranger 6-pack, and then maybe the Stitch. But
Yeah, I haven't even looked through much, but I looked through it the other day, and none of them really stood out enough for me to even remember. Other than I seen there's going to be another Demon Slayer 2-pack, and then the Ichigo. That's about all I even noticed. That's bad when you start going through some of these, and there's just not a lot. But you would think with as many characters in Bleach, they could create somebody else.
yeah, well they look at it. It's all right. What's going to sell more? Is it Ichigo going to sell more? New character, and there's people that are like, well, I don't have the original one, so that's worth the big money. And let me go and see if I can get this one because it's going to sell fast.
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. At a certain point in time, how many more of him are going to sell out? Because then people are going to start saying, well, why am I going to keep buying this one when it's not that much different and I have all these? So some of your guys that have like all of them, even like me, if I miss it, I miss it. I'm not even worried about it. I'll pick it up if it's there, but I'm not going to go after, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would go after the tail soda if I had the Sonic one, but since we don't have it, and it's, I think the common's like $50 or something like that for the common. So I think that'll be one that probably sells out quick too.
So if anybody is wanting the Santa Clauses with their foot sports team on it, they're currently 30% off on fanatics.com.
Already?
Use code TACOS. Unfortunately, though, for some reason, the Commanders is not available.
They didn't figure anybody wanted any of those.
They already sold them all.
Did they?
I think it's because they don't have a trademark. I think that Funko probably pulled them back off because they were supposed to have a McLaren, Terry McLaren's Funko Pop, and if you go to try to buy it, it won't let you either.
Is it
So I think
posted on there? It's out of stock? Or it's out there?
The Commander's trademark was denied, so they're talking about changing their name again. So I'm thinking that might be a reason why Funko canceled doing anything with them.
I wasn't sure because I know that because when I saw the original post, they said that there's only 25 teams.
The Commanders is one of them. If you type in, you can type in Funko Washington Commanders or Funko Commanders. It takes you and it says in stock, but when you click it, that's not on the website.
It's got to be something to do with that copyright because without those, the difference of the liabilities and different stuff, whoever has the copyright on that name is probably fighting to keep it. It's like just like when the WWF, World Wildlife Federation started going after him. Most people didn't even know who that was. But they had the trademark first, and WWF didn't do that right.
Yeah. Like, I thought about picking those up, but I was like, it's just another. These Christmas ones have just been kind of a big blast. Well, honestly, it looks just like the Coca-Cola Santa Claus. But
Well, I was mad because there's
NFL
three different poses. I think there's 3 different poses.
Yeah.
But the Cowboys and the Commanders have the exact same pose. And my wife's Cowboys, so like we were like, now we're only going to get the Cowboys one because I can't get the Commanders one. Stupid.
She wins again.
Just get the calendar and hope that in the calendars a mini Commanders one. Maybe we'll give you an RG3 in there as a mini.
Who is the Commander's starting quarterback now? I don't even know.
Sam, I can throw 4 interceptions in a game. Howell.
You miss Kirk Cousins.
I wish we had Kirk Cousins. I wish we had Taylor Heineke again.
Yeah.
He wasn't like a high quality, but like he knew how to win a game. Like just being there made the team better. We lost to got blown out this week. This week didn't happen in NFL. Just like I'm saying it again, this week did not happen in NFL, and every Cowboys fan agrees with me. So.
Hey, I haven't seen if the Bears won or lost again yet. So.
Last I knew, it was like 40-0.
Bears are getting blown out, huh?
By Kansas City. Oh yeah, it was 32-0 at half.
At least you're not a Broncos fan. How bad are they feeling today?
I mean, they only lost by what, 50? Or
yeah,
no,
just 50
48?
points, 70-20.
Yeah, 50,
it was 50 points.
50. Yeah.
50 points. No biggie.
For the first time in my life, I have to honestly say that I think the Lions have a better team than the Bears. And I feel sick just saying that.
Well, I mean, you guys are what, tied for 3rd and 4th place with the Vikings.
I don't know. It depends on the Vikings will lose them all too.
Yeah, Chicago only got beat by 31 points. That's it. It was a close game.
It's been so bad this year. I used to have the pins, and every time the game would come up, they'd pop on my phone and give me a scoring update. I haven't even hooked it up this year.
Hey, if it makes you feel better, my team lost by 34 points. But hell, my quarterback thought he was on the other team, so I mean, I'm amazed that's all we lost by.
That's about as bad as when I was a big Lions fan. We had what was his name? Scott Mitchell. And you used to make the jokes, and then you found out later they weren't jokes. It was true. You say, was he colorblind? Why was he throwing to that guy? That wasn't even the receiver. Because you thought, you see, the DBs were on the routes that he threw. Because he actually is colorblind. We're going, oh my God, you're kidding me? Yeah, I say I'm definitely a Bears fan too. To date my age, I got to watch number 34 Walter Payton play, and it made me a Bears fan for life.
Sonic Tail Soda.
Yeah, it's Tails. It's just like the Sonic one where the chase is flat. I mean, because that Sonic soda was how old now? That's pretty old. So now they got the Tails.
I got the common Sonic laying around here, but I don't have the chase.
Yeah, there's not too much with this con that kind of thrills me, but they have been dropping a bunch of other stuff that kind of got me excited. So they got the new Amazing Spider-Man and the first appearance of the black suit comic cover coming up. There was another Dragon Ball one that was coming out.
I don't know. So you're open for a good turnout. So hopefully we do things to the 15th there. It has a pretty good turnout.
I'm hoping. I mean, I was marking a lot of stuff, and I only got a handful of stuff that I'm right there on PPG. Everything else is like $5 to $10 below. Just because I got it all, most of the stuff in mystery boxes.
Christina, that's amazing. Amazing. I'm going to be honest with you. Come that sale, we're doing everything. I'm probably not even think I'm going to go by basically what I paid. And I'm probably just to cut stuff low just so I don't have to bring it home.
Yeah, that's what half of my thought is. Like, I got 2 boxes. I think they're just a $5 bin.
Right now, I have 2 totes I got to go through, and then I'm going to have to reprice everything. I did pick up one of the guys that we talked to when you were there said he wanted that Daryl on bike. I didn't get a great deal on it, but I got a good enough. It's a weird price one on that one. It's got a $45 PPG, but every place you go look for wants $60 to $80 for it. Well, I managed to find one, and I got a good deal on it. I could sell it at 45, and I'll make $10.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to cover it, meet them at PPG. But you can't find them at that anymore. I was shocked by that. I went to eBay, Macari, I went to Whatnot, every place I could think of. I've been looking around for them. So I just broke down and I got that deal and I bought it. I used Macari likes to send you their $10 off coupons because you haven't bought anything in a while. Trying to decide, get through some of that. I didn't want, plus just not wanting to go crazy when I'm buying. I still got probably 3-4 videos sitting back there in the corner I got to film up. It's nice to actually have a boatload of stuff. I need to get stuff shipped out. Then I need to do, broke 3,000 subscribers. Crazy.
Woo-hoo.
I took the photo when I was at 30:30. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
ESPN's 30 for 30.
I can do Pop House 30 for 30.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I got some of the stuff and just cliffed with some of the stuff that went on the Funko sale. I'm like, all right, now I gotta try and market somewhere close to that pricing. And like a lot of the stuff I'm gonna take a loss on, but quite honestly, I just want it out. I don't have room for it. I'd rather have something that I can add to my collection.
That's kind of it. When you get to a point with some of it, just to me, I'd rather have it gone. It'd mean more to have if I get $5, $2, I don't care. As long as it's no longer my thing and I don't have to deal with it, I'm good.
Yeah, like I have the 2 common boxes of the Fun and the Run. I'm hoping I can get $50 a piece for them.
I never even went for those. I don't know why I was not amazed by them.
The only reason I went is because I was trying to help people get a chase. I had the extra money. I was like, yep, I'll buy a couple, see if I can get a chase. Because I'm not a huge DC fan, so getting Freddy Funko as the Flash kind of meant nothing to me.
That was my point, is if it would have been another Freddy Funko as Batman, but there's enough of those I might have went for. But the Flash, I was like, nah, I don't need that one.
Because the
I want
Batman
that.
was on the road.
I want the Roadrunner as the Flash.
Oh, the new
That
NFT?
NFT. Oh, I want that.
See, I got kind of excited. I mean, I'm not really interested in any of that. At first, the only thing that popped up for me was the Coyote and Batman outfit, which I was like, didn't they just already do all of these as the DC superheroes? And then when I finally loaded up, I was like, oh, they're not all DC superheroes. There's, what was it? Bugs is Morpheus. Bugs is Morpheus. Coyote is Batman. Roadrunner is Flash. I think Lola was one of them. What upset me was the that's nice.
Little spoiler for you on my next video.
I like the variant you showed the other that last video. There you go.
Christina's sending something. Woo! I mean, a William Perry jersey. She got the one signed right over her face.
Super Bowl Shuffle, guys. Super Bowl Shuffle.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think have you seen this one? This is like the coolest one of the Mary Jane covers, I think, in my opinion.
Yep, I've seen that one.
That is
Those
pretty
are just
freaking
so
cool.
nice. And then have you seen the Carnage ones? The variants with
Is the Mary Jane coming through the door, and she's all
there's
carnage?
there's a couple different ones that are just kind of like that art. Because that got me really excited because they had the Virgin variants and stuff like that.
I had
at
three.
our
I have
shop.
three of them. Three different ones of Mary Jane with Carnage. I don't know. They're not anywhere nearby, I don't think. I have so many comics I still got to go through. It's crazy.
Funko Brothers, I could sell Funkos. Funkos, we've got a lot of different places. You could set up different spots and sell Funkos. It's the sodas around here that just don't sell.
Well, yeah, no, the new NFT Warner Brothers set. There's another Pennywise as the Daffy as Pennywise is the loyalty redemption. That's the third Pennywise NFT, right? There's
Yeah, I
a
believe
third
so.
or a fourth. Yeah.
But again, people like Pennywise. Just like I didn't like when they did the Avatar NFT and that Avatar, the Freddy Funko, the Avatar one they did was really close to the Freddy Funko from the Box of Fun as the Avatar. And
Well, I was hoping for, once I started seeing that they're doing different Warner Brothers, because what I'm really upset about is the new 300 pops. Because they're not labeled as 300, they're labeled as Warner Brothers. I'm like, you could have done a really nice 300 pop in that NFT set and make up for it.
Christina, don't be sorry. I appreciate you sending me those. That is a neat story. Anytime you can meet somebody like that and get to know them, it's a great thing. Just spend time with people. I probably should have set my notifications off. I turned the volume down so you can't hear through my phone, and I let it run as we're playing. But I forgot to turn the notification down. That's on me. That ain't on you. She was sending me the pictures of stuff. I don't know. That's another little thing. Again, as you talk about this with collectibles, we do everything. The chance to actually meet some of the people, like you could talk about Chevy Chase, then find out that some are way nicer than you believe them to be, and then other ones turn out to be just jerks. You're like, really? It's hard to believe I liked that dude for a while. I mean, yeah, there's so many different people, different things I've got to meet and do. There's some people that are just downright nice as can be, and some that are just downright ornery.
A lot of people are full of themselves is the problem.
That was when there was a comic that come out for a while. When I really liked when I met Todd McFarlane, when Image was going on, Supreme was coming out. One of the guys who was drawing and doing stuff on it was just so arrogant. For McFarlane to literally look at me because he was sitting next to me, he goes, I may be with him, but I'm not with him. We're just through the same company. This is when you realize Image is an independent company. Please know that. Please know I'm not that arrogant. Because that guy's like, I'm the greatest, and I'm this, and I'm that, and he's drawing it. And McFarlane's just shaking his head going, dude, really? You know, knowing what you know now, going, I would take a McFarlane over you any day. Why are you acting so arrogant?
It wasn't Platt, was it?
Yeah. When it first come out, the Supreme come out and had that silver cover. No, Platt did at that time. Platt was what was it that Platt did at that time?
Platt takes over Supreme for a short time, but he wasn't at the beginning.
No, it was the very first Supreme issue. The guy who drew it, he was such an arrogant ass when the very first one. I'm pretty sure that's why they got rid of him. And I mean, like I said, McFarlane was holding his head low with some of the antics the guy was doing and going, I'm not with him. We just work for the same company. I don't know that guy. I'm sorry. But it's one of those things that when you get to meet certain people, you find out that they are as nice as you think they are. They are what they're advertised. Then other people you meet and you're like, wow, you're kind of arrogant. The only one I could give a great story for is Brett Hall. Huge hockey fan, went there at their training camp. Brett Hall would sign no autographs for anybody. He would walk by with his nose stuck up in the air, and the guys are like, he's just that way. We don't know why. He's not like this as a person. He's just like this to the fans, and he's an ass. They're like, if you one of the players, he's nice to. But yeah, you watch Shanahan and Yzerman and all those guys over there who'd been there 15, 20 years signing for every single fan. Yzerman had to do something. He's like, look, I'll sign for all the kids. I really have to go. I have an appointment, but I don't want to sign for anybody doing autographs up, so I'll sign for all the kids. Cool, I can dig that at your 20th year to sign for the kids. That's awesome. And Chelios come out. He goes, look, I just hate my name being screamed at me. As long as you don't scream my name, I'll sign every single autograph here, and I'll sign for everybody. Just don't scream my name, please. So no one did. And you see some of the people like that, just how nice they are. And then there's, oh, man, he was there. Not Hatcher. Yeah, Darian Hatcher from Michigan. He had something going on, and he lived up to it. The first day he was there, he's like, look, I can't sign for anybody because I have to sign for everybody if I sign. I have stuff going on, so I'm going to tell everybody no autographs today. But if you're here tomorrow, I will sign for every single person here. And the next day he did. Sure enough, he was out there for hours just signing, and it was his first year as a Red Wing. You know, it's seeing the way it was done and knowing that who the thing is, what pays your bills. Like I said, Brett Hall blew my mind at how big of a jerk he was. No, wouldn't even take 2 seconds to talk to you. You know, some of the people just think they're so big, they forget. I don't know. That's just always my thing whenever you meet somebody. I'm always afraid that the luster will blow off and you'll realize, even though they are just human like the rest of us, sometimes you want to put them on a little bit of a pedestal. You want them to just be a nice person. Like Trent, when your daughter met that little girl there, she was just so nice and so decent about it. That's what made it worth it. Because it gives your daughter an experience and her a little bit of, you think maybe her a little bit of an experience. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about it, but I mean, to me, it was just always an amazing thing to meet. When I met the guy when we were doing security from the wrestler, and I met King Kong Bundy and George the Animal Steel, those guys were so nice. They didn't have to be. They're just sitting there joking with my aunt and uncle. We got pulled in, and we're just sitting there talking to them forever. And to me, that is the experience that I'll always remember, just getting to talk with those guys and just seeing how nice they could be. Wasn't there looking for an autograph. I wasn't there anything. It's like, hey, come here, meet these guys. Okay. I got pulled in. So it's cool. Those are some things you'll always remember, being able to just sit talk. When I went down to the Cubs game, something I remember going down and getting to, we went to a bar. Oh, stay here. Harry comes around. Harry has a beer at every single pub. Harry Carey walks in, orders a beer, runs around, talks to every table, says hi, leaves, and then goes to the next bar. That's why Harry was always told such a great announcer, because by the 7th inning, he was tanked. He already had a beer at every bar. He had 1 or 2 running around, and it was just, yeah. I don't know. Those experiences, I think, make things more fun. Then when you get to the game, we're sitting there and you sing along with him, and it's just so much, it adds to the experience. I mean, just like Christina being able to sit here and tell you and have the pictures of where she sat there with Perry. It's so awesome.
Hey, guys, my neighbor needs to jump, so I'm going to have to get off here and go help him.
No problem.
Use the tables.
Yeah. It's black to red, red to black, right?
Yeah.
And hold on to it when you press start. Anyways, guys, hey, everybody, thanks for showing up. I'll have 2 new videos that are coming out this week at least. Tell your friends because I'm slowly climbing. I got like 9 new subs. I know I'm slowly climbing. I'm
moving up
the
there.
worst climbing ever person.
Don't forget, next week it's on T Roy's channel. T Roy will have the NFO.
That's right here. Be ready. Everybody have some cards of some kind next week. Cards. We're gonna do something.
Yeah, how many packs you want? 2 or 4?
Let's minimum of 3.
Okay.
3 to 4. Minimum 3. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Everybody have peace.
Peace.
Good one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, those are just little things for me that adds to your collection and different stuff. I mean, I'll have to sometime introduce you to one of my buddies, Julio. Laugh your butt off, have him tell you the story about these 2 guys he sat and drank beer with, didn't even know who they were, and wouldn't let him buy. And they kept saying, "You should really let us buy. You should really let us buy." He's like, "No, I just appreciate it because I just got out of work. Thanks for letting me stay here." He was at the Bob in Grand Rapids, right across from the Van Andel. They both give him these photos. Said, "Here, ask your wrestling friends who we are. You should have really let us buy you a drink." He's like, "Well, is Steve Austin or Stone or The Undertaker, anybody, or these people I should know?"
Yeah.
Like, "You sat there with those 2?" He goes, "Yeah, just sat there having beer." He goes, "I bought them a few drinks and they let me sit at their table. They kept laughing because I wouldn't let them buy." He said, "Should I know them?" I mean, well, at the time,
But
he signed his contract.
But like that point too, I mean, that's got to be kind of humbling for them. I'm sure at one point it's like a little frustrating. Like, how do you not know who we are? But at the same time, it's, hey, I'm being treated like a normal person.
Right.
Well, this is pretty cool.
Well, that's kind of what it was. And as they thanked him, they're like, "Here, you should really have let us." And they kept saying, "Let us buy a drink. We can buy a drink." He's like, "No, man,
Yeah.
thanks, guys. I'm just happy you let me sit here." He's like, "You want some of my nachos?" He was telling me about sitting there with him. He's like, "Oh, I didn't realize they were that famous." That was probably one of the funnier ones to me, just when you won't even let them buy you a drink. I don't know. It's so... I grew up different because, again, one of the guys grew up around the corner from me. His name, what's Mike? I forgot his last name now. But he was a 97 Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Denver Broncos. Grew up literally just down the street from where I live now. Mike Kroll. He went to school. I went to school with his little sister. You don't think about stuff like that. Tom Taft, the first out of Grand Valley to go pro. That's my uncle. You know, when all this stuff goes on and you start paying attention and you see there are people just like us. Check out 1960s picture. Jim Abbott. No, Abbott's not right. What was Jim's last name? I'm going to have to look. Picture of the Boston Red Sox. I worked with him. Because of the way they changed the retirement, he had 9 complete games in the major leagues. And he couldn't retire from there because in 1969, when he played his last year, as a pitcher, they had to pitch 2 years' worth of games to get a retirement. But in 1970, they only had to have pitched, so what do you say, it was like 7 games? So if he'd have pitched 1 game because of pitching all the years before, he would have got credit. But he got hurt in the summer of 69 before 70 in a Venezuela league, and he never pitched in the 70s for the pros. So he got no retirement from him. So he had to go work at GM for 30 years to get a retirement. Pitched with Eckersley, all these big pros and everything. Never. His biggest regret was not being able to do it long enough that his sons got to go out on the field with him.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Weird stories, weird things.
But yeah, I mean, I don't have anything coming up this week. It's just been another busy work week. I gotta try and get some of my stuff moved in here. Working on getting some of my collection in here, so I might do that this weekend. I'm not sure yet. I know Monday through Wednesday for me is booked. So
yeah, Monday I got a doctor's appointment for the boy. I got to go down there a couple of days. I don't know. I still got your sodas. They're safe. I'm not going to open them. I'm just picking on you. You know that. I got a couple videos. I have videos. I just have to get them made up and done. I've been running around like crazy. it has just been a weird time right now. Heck, I didn't know till I got a message today. I got up, my phone went off. The dentist reminded me that Ian had an appointment on Monday. I'm like, I didn't even know about that. Good thing they did tell me, or I wouldn't. I didn't remember about it.
Humpty wants to know, was it Jim Abbott?
I believe it was. And no, not Jim Abbott. He had a hand. He's an older pitcher. He pitched in the 60s. That's what I was thinking Abbott, but I can't remember Jim's last name. I'm trying to remember. But he literally pitched for Boston. 1969 was the last year he played in the pros. And 1970, the 69-70, he was down in Venezuela and blew out his arm. He has 9 complete games in the major leagues. But now they've only got to pitch so many games to be considered to have a thing. He goes, the difference of, for him, he got a $10,000 a year thing from the Major League Baseball for medical or anything. That was his retirement from him. But if he would have made it into the next one, he goes, the difference of getting $150,000 a year in retirement.
Oh, wow.
It was Jim. I can ask my sister. She worked with him more. I worked with him a few times and talked to him. He went back and has done stuff. He couldn't wait to retire to be able to go back and start working with them and helping coach youth leagues and stuff through there. But he grew up here in Michigan. All he'd ever done was pitch. And the biggest thing he said was education, because that was a mistake he made while he worked at GM. He just wanted to be a pitcher his whole life. That's all he ever wanted to do, so he never took schooling. He had college. He could have went to any college he wanted to. Didn't. Hurried up, got to the pros, went through the minors, got up and in there. Had a pretty decent career, but nothing enough to retire off. Uh-oh. Another announcement. All right, guys, I'm kind of streaming on. I'll let Trent take run in my mouth. I don't mean to take over. I'm sorry.
Oh, man, you're all good. It's all good. I'm just happy I had service today. But we do want to thank you guys all for stopping over today. It was a lot of fun, a lot of blast. Hey, we've got to share some great stories. Funko, there's not, besides New York Comic Con and that big sale dump they just had, nothing too excited I'm really worried about right now. Yeah, I'm still in the process of moving, so the money's still tight, having to get everything for the new place. So that's one of the nice things about this new con drop is that everything I'm after, I don't think is going to sell out. I almost kind of want to save my money and get the New York Con sticker, Captain America. And just leave it sealed. I think it'd be cooler to have the con sticker than it would be to have the shared one. But that's just me. I'm not really after anything really this time. So
sometimes it is nice to get the actual con sticker. Sometimes I don't care. Sometimes I want it. It all depends on what you're going for.
Yeah, like last year with I really would like to have the Statue of Liberty from No Way Home. That would be a cool one to have the actual official New York Comic Con sticker.
It shouldn't be that expensive, is it?
No, it's not. I think it's probably close to a $40 or $50 pop, if that. It's just little things like that. Is that eventually it's like right now? I know unfortunately I was hoping the Freddy as Captain America would drop in price, and it's doing the opposite. It's going up higher and higher. So
yeah,
I want to try and lock that down before it gets too ridiculous.
Some of those get kind of crazy. Like me turning away from the Hollow Ichigo for $200 thinking it would come down. And now it's upwards, last I seen, between 5 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that one. I live that one every day.
But yeah, thank you guys all for sticking around, listening to us, and interacting with us. So, like we said, next Sunday will be on T. Roy's channel. We're gonna have cards to rip open. So, not sure which ones we'll get, but we'll have some packs to rip open. So,
True idea.
So on that note, thank you guys. Have a great night. Until next time, peace.
Peace, guys.